Welcome, my gorgeous Leos, to your July 2024 reading. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you could have planets in a sign of Leo. Many of you are intuitively guided to readings now, and I don't know, I just feel proud because I feel like because you're paying attention to your intuition, like I feel like your guides will nudge you towards certain readings. For signs that potentially you're missing. So this whole reading could be a sign. I definitely would say ask your guides to give you confirmation, like have me say something in the reading, um, just so you know what I mean? But trust your own intuition. Um, what else was I going to say? Uh, oh, I just got done doing your reading for New Love for those who are single. So I'll connect that at the end of the reading for you. Very interesting, I have to say. So I am really looking forward to doing your reading. I have a lot of Leo love in my life. So I just love Leo and I just love doing your readings. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to use three different decks. We're going to use Mother Mary for her words of wisdom. We'll take it over the reading. We are going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify, or like I like to say, go deeper. My readings are very deep. And there's a reason. I want to give you real answers, real solutions. Um, let you see, like, where is my energy? Where's my intention? Because your intention is 9/10 of the law. So anyway, that's why I go deep. I want you to walk away from this reading feeling like, okay, I got real clarity, hopefully real comfort. So we'll use the Gilded Tarot. And for your main spread, we are going to use the Psychic Tarot. I love using the Psychic Tarot for you. I just feel like it brings out the best messages for you. So this will be your main spread. And everything is always pre-shuffled before you get here. But I do like to shuffle it once you are here. And when I say that, I mean whenever this reading reaches you, because again, I read through my spirit guides and I feel my spirit guides will connect with your spirit guides. So if you felt nudged here, that was your gut. Those were your guides. All right, let's give them a cut. I'm going to bring the lid down and let's begin, Leo. Okay. All face up, first of all. I like that. Okay, we have this is justice. It's called balance in this deck. It is a card of Libra, by the way. It's Libra's major arcana. Um, but it can talk about energy. It is number 11 also. Some of you may be dealing with the twin flame. I'm saying dealing with the twin flame. Twin flame relationship is not easy. I know I'm in one. It's easy now because we've come together, but it did take a little while. So anyways, that aside, it is about finding balance and living a balanced life. I feel like is really the ticket. Look at this Ace of Pentacles. It says prosperity begins. We'll take it. Anytime the Ace of Pentacles, and by the way, look at there's two hands that are nurturing this ace. I call it a seed, right? Seed. And if I nurture this seed, it will grow and grow and grow. So maybe there's some energy that wasn't really serving you, that you had to cut ties with. And literally, I feel like that kind of rebalances you. And then the Ace of Pentacles comes out. Again, prosperity. When the Ace of Pentacles shows, it means that something is coming into your physical world. This isn't just an energy. This is something that's very tangible. And it really is meant to grow, and grow and grow, but it does need nurturing. We have wisdom, card of the, this is Taurus's major arcana. This is the Hierophant. Number 5, this is about your belief system. You know, you may have been with, let's just say, someone, or, and again, it doesn't have to be love, it could just be like people I work around, that type of thing. This is you asking yourself, am I living life according to my terms, or am I living my life according to someone else's terms? Leo, you can't, like, I can't even see you staying in that type of energy for long. Though, we can all get stuck in a web sometimes, but I feel like you will find your way out. So this does want you to question that. And I love that it's right next to the Ace of Pentacles. If nothing else, what that means to me is this ace is coming from the light. This is something that probably is divinely guided to you. Um, and I feel like you'll be in the right place at the right time. Like, you don't have to worry. But I do feel like it is saying, like, just question your faith. Like, are you keeping hope alive? Even after the fact. I do kind of feel like that some of you have cut ties to certain energy. Look at this, another ace, the Ace of Wands. What's to say? Passion ignited. And coming next to wisdom, the Hierophant, the light. This is a good thing. It's like your heart chakras are being activated. So it's like literally something's coming into your world. Your let's just say your chakras are being activated. I also feel like this is inspired energy. And what I mean by that is like guided energy. The steps will be shown probably through your intuition. This is an energetic source, but it is also the energy of action. So taking action when this ace appears, and it will. We have, well, the tower. So I guess I was reading justice right. I do feel like some of you like cut ties. Someone may have cut ties with you, and it may seem like hard, but in the long run, they're probably doing you a favor, because I feel like these aces show after the fact, after the ties have been cut. Again, whether it's like literally I'm cutting ties with a person, or it's an energetic energy, you are finding balance in your life again. A lot of people fear the tower, but I feel like the tower shows really to help, right? It's called disruption here. But I do feel like it's talking about an end to something that was that just, it wasn't doing you any favors anymore. Let's just put it that way. It could have been blocking your abundance. Well, we don't want that, right? It could have been blocking like your passion, like things that you wanted to do. I often feel like Leo is meant to be on a stage. Leo is meant to be in the spotlight. Um, I feel like Leo is so creative, so artistic, and I feel like that's when you feel alive. All right. So that to me makes perfect sense. But let's keep going. We don't always want to fear that tower again, because down the road you may look back and be thankful. You may say, oh my gosh, thank you, tower. Look at this. The lovers. The lovers. Under the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so first of all, this is a card of Gemini. The meaning of the card is a head over heart decision, but it is coming under the Ace of Pentacles. So to me, that means that some type of love is coming into your life. And it's not just energetic. Now, you may feel it before it arrives, but literally, it's coming in. Ready or not, here I come. 6 + 1, 7, spiritual. Spiritual being. To me, that probably means a soulmate. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. It's like, spirit, can't you just choose for me? No, you have free will. You do have to make the decision. And, for some of you, you could have had it rough in love for a little while. And that could certainly make it a little bit more difficult to, accept the love that's literally coming in. Use your faith to choose, right? Use your spiritual discernment. It won't let you down. And by the way, I feel like what we also have to remember is, let's say I say, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. You can always change courses if for some reason, now, first of all, I don't feel like this is anything negative. I feel like this is very positive. But I feel like the tower could certainly be part of why I may have a little bit of a hard time choosing. 7 of Cups, which this is, can be a little chaotic. This could be energy that comes towards you quickly, and that can be a little disarming. But nonetheless, passion is ignited coming into your physical world. It may be something you've been praying for, and this may be an answered prayer. Doesn't mean that my human side, remember, because we're a spiritual being having human experiences. This is like our classroom. It doesn't mean my human brain, let's say, um, won't be a little fearful of it, but I still feel like take a chance. I love the 7 because, again, a very spiritual number. 7 here, and then the Hierophant above that. Well, that is, it's just saying keep hope alive. We have moving on, moving on. So you're moving on from the tower because that's what it's mirroring right now. So when I get the 6 of Swords, this is the way I read, anyways. I feel like we have to look back one card, and that would be the 5 of Swords. And that is an energy of toxicity, whether it be from a person, again, whether it be from a workplace, whatever it may be, it just became toxic. Um, and, again, I feel like the tower is kind of doing you a favor, though it may not feel like it at the time. 6 of Swords means that I am moving away from that toxicity. I am moving to calmer waters. 6 of Swords can talk about, and by the way, I love that it's coming under the Ace of Wands because, again, I feel like this is going to be guided steps, you know, and like through signs. Again, this reading may be your sign. But anyway, so it can be a little difficult as I'm moving through this energy, but it really is the promise of calmer waters. Mirroring the tower, it makes complete sense. 2 6s right now, and the other 6 is the Lovers. Whoa. We have Solitude. This is the Hermit. To me, well, first of all, it's a card of Virgo. Um, but other than that, I try not to like tell you that it has to be a Virgo type of energy. But some of you could have been a Virgo that you cut out of your life. This is, I feel like, singular. So I do feel like for many of you, this means that somebody is no longer in your life. But listen, in the same breath, again, I feel like in the long run, you're going to understand it. The Hermit really gives you an opportunity to like reflect upon that tower, with your spiritual lens. Some of you, you're just becoming so much more spiritual, and maybe the people in your life are not following suit. It's interesting because I feel like when our spirituality grows, those who have no interest in that type of energy, I do feel like they tend to fade away. What we have to do is allow them to fade away. It's different vibrations. If someone was in a lower vibration, you don't want to live in their vibration, right? You want them to live in your vibration of a higher vibration. So I feel like the tower is going to be examined, and then we're going to let that be. Because nine, reflection, it is about final reflection. Some of you, it certainly can mean you're single now, but probably not for long. Now, it could have been 9 years between these chapters, could have been 9 days. We have, it's interesting because we have Libra, we have Taurus, we have Gemini, we have Virgo so far in the board. All right, let's keep going. See who comes under the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. Well, hello, universe. Hello, next chapter. Again, makes perfect sense. The Tower and you moving on means it's the end to that chapter. And this chapter is about to open. I don't think there's anything that I want to refuse in this energy because it's coming under the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. This could be a whole new level of love. Maybe like a type of love that you have yet to experience. I feel like there's different levels to love. This feels like a high level, a high vibrational level. By the way, the universe to me is really it's the most spiritual time in your life. So I do feel like that. I feel like your spirituality has grown. It may be some of the people or a person has not. And as your vibration lifts, which you should be very proud of, by the way, certain people, certain energy will fade away. We just have to let it. We just have to let it, or we ourselves have to close that door. I feel like until a door closes, the next chapter can't open up. But again, very spiritual. And I feel like in the universe's energy, it's for the rest of your life. That just means your spirituality is just going to continue to grow and grow. Your vibration is going to continue to lift, become higher and higher. And how much do I love that it's coming right under the Lovers? I took a moment, or I took some time. I reflected upon what was. I must have made some type of decision. Listen, somebody could have gave me this tower, but if they did you a favor. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, please, they did you a favor. The next chapter, it's opening up. Whoa. Okay. It's too many. Usually I don't refuse cards, but that was like, a half of my deck. We have Shadow, another major arcana, by the way. Wow. This is the card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer, your neighbor. Um, we just had the full moon not too long ago, and in Cancer's energy. So, that's very loving energy. This can talk about uncertainty coming under the Seven of Cups, right? Choose wisely, but yet I'm a little confused. I don't know if confused is the right word. I want to make sure that I'm not repeating a pattern, right? I want to make sure that if this is talking about new love coming in, that it's not like the love that once was. This is a much higher vibrational love. This is also very dreamy energy. You know what I love about this image? It's like, and you do have the Hierophant here, which to me talks about the light. It's like I'm standing there looking at my shadow self, understanding that. We have to remember we're both light and dark. And, I have a feeling this is where you're finding real balance. And then we have the Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal. Now, I don't like that it says emotional withdrawal because honestly, I feel like this is emotional clarity. I feel like this is when someone really does look within their emotional house. I'm looking at the cups that have been knocked over, previous love in my life that didn't go right. Why? I'm not looking at it to judge myself at all. I just want to know myself, and I do feel like you need to be a little bold to do that, but it definitely serves you. Some of you are dealing with a cancer, hopefully in a positive way. Um, but nonetheless, eights are about a new beginning. It's also the number of infinity, as above, so below. And, sometimes we do have to do that emotional work so that we can come to a balanced state, which is the perfect energy to really introduce new love into your life. When you feel balanced and someone comes into your life, you know, like you'll be able to feel. Your intuition will guide you. Your spirit guides will guide you. And by the way, I feel like your spirit guides are already guiding you. They're already telling you that there is a higher vibrational love that wants to enter your life or will enter your life. I feel like it will. And then I feel like you get to decide, right? Because it's definitely the lovers with the universe, the next chapter with the Ace of Pentacles. It's coming into my physical world. But then the Seven of Cups, the choice is going to be up to you. So I feel like that's why the Eight of Cups is here. The more emotional clarity I can have over my own experiences, how am I as a lover? And I don't mean sexually. I mean like, am I a giver? Am I a taker? Have I taken more than I should have? What did I learn? This is about really understanding how much you have grown. And unfortunately, or I don't know, maybe fortunately, I feel like it is through difficult experiences where we do learn the most. But I do feel like in the same breath, when this person, when you have this emotional clarity, this person's moving then to the Nine of Cups, which is about inner harmony. Inner harmony, passion ignited. It's like I did look back I do understand the towers. I do understand energy that maybe I needed to like cut earlier, but for whatever reason, maybe I didn't. But I feel like now you do, or you already have. And so it begins. And so it begins. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The waiting game. Okay. I know right off the bat what that means. Because I know many of you, and I feel like it's saying that with balance and this tower, I may have waited for someone, right? Waiting for them to, I hate to say this, but like come to a decision. Um, I may have been with someone who was in and out of my life. And I feel like, you know, I don't want you to wait. Like, I don't want you to wait. Look at this person. They're like literally pacing. I don't feel like they receive. I feel like whatever I'm waiting for in this energy, it's not worth it. And it is on the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy that wants to go. And by the way, the two of wands under that for making a decision. So I feel like this energy, right? What's to say decisions, choices, movement. I feel like it's been on the back of your mind. Should I wait or should I go? Should I wait or should I go? Your reading is saying, I think you should go. I don't think you should wait. Why? Because I feel like this energy here would not be someone who would make you wait. This energy here is someone I feel like the love would I feel like they would want to be with you. They want to be with you. And if someone is like back and forth or, cuts off contact or that type of thing. By the way, I also did a reading for those who are waiting. It's called what did I name it? I think No Contact. I think that was the name of it. But you can find that under my playlist. So, and look at this. You're underneath that strength card. My suggestion is no more waiting. My suggestion is cut ties and watch what opens up for you. We know that a new chapter wants to open up for you. We know that this chapter is from the light. We know that this chapter, prosperity begins. To me, it just means the energy in that Ace of Pentacles will only grow and grow and grow as long as we're nurturing it. And by the way, you notice how I pointed out two different hands nurturing that same seed. That's the lovers. I swear I don't try to make these love readings, but what wants to come out wants to come out. And I feel like for some of you, it's like your spirit guides are trying to reach you saying, my dear, if you have to wait for love, if you have to wait for someone to, maybe fulfill you, I don't feel like it's going to happen. Now, it doesn't mean they won't come back in, but I don't like the fact that they made you wait in the first place. And again, this person has been around and around, like and around. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot and let's get right into this. Let's go deeper. Look at that. Tower over justice. and the Tower is under justice. So some of you may have needed confirmation on that. Like you may, there could be someone that like you do feel that you love, but they may be incapable of giving you the type of love that you truly deserve. You got to know that, right? It's like, love me or don't. Love me or set me free. But sometimes we got to set ourselves free. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. We have the Queen of Wands, probably you. Let's talk about the Queen of Wands for a second. This is someone who is action oriented. This is someone who really does trust her intuition. Male or female, by the way. I know I have a lot of males that come in too, so I want to let you know that it doesn't matter that it's the queen because we are both masculine and feminine energy, but this is someone who does take chances, like doesn't, and this is your energy, Leo. You do take chances, and for some reason, maybe you just got stuck in someone's web. It happens. It happens to all of us. And it may just have been a learning experience. Now, I'm not going to say it didn't hurt. I'm sure it did. But what if all this is waiting for you? But over here, they just got me in a stagnant energy. I feel like no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. So, action oriented. I listen to my intuition. This is not a fear-based energy. So I kind of feel like you are going to move into this. It is definitely showing you that the Ace of Pentacles is meant for you. I don't feel like it's meant for this person of the past or people of the past. We have the Seven of Wands over the Hierophant. Seven of Wands is it's like a defensive type energy. It's also about standing your ground. And for some of you, that's exactly what you're learning. Someone left a comment, I think it was under Cancer's reading. I'm not 100% sure, but she had an ex who tried to come back and she found that those guts within herself and told them no. She stood up for herself. She stood her ground. And I felt so proud. I really did. I feel so proud when, we know it's like, someone can pull the wool over my eyes so many times, but after a while, I start to see the truth. Coming over the Hierophant, yes, that's truth. So maybe you did need to stand your ground. And there is nothing wrong with that. Wow, the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is mirroring the Tower. Seven of Swords is, they call it the thief in the night. This is untrustworthy energy. Doesn't always mean cheating. It can be. It definitely to me means someone who lies. Someone's I cannot believe, when they speak, they're gonna tell me what I need what they think I need to hear, but it's a lie. So I want you to think about this. If this resonates with you, then ask yourself, why am I waiting for that? Literally saying to you, don't wait. Don't trust this energy. Don't trust this person. Not everybody knows how to love. I feel like the Seven of Swords often is from someone who has, they're not fulfilled themselves. Could also be someone who's narcissistic, keeps you on the hook, but doesn't want you to love anyone else. I feel like they picked the wrong sign then. They picked the wrong sign. And I also feel because it's coming over the Ace of Wands, you feel that. Like you can feel if someone's being honest with you or not. And I feel like you feel that they weren't. And so the tower. And so the cutting of ties. We have the Page of Swords. Do you know what this makes me feel right off the bat? Is someone's energy was immature. Um, I do feel like this is tying back to the Seven of Swords. And I feel like it's also talking about their vibration. I do feel like this is about someone who lives in a lower vibration, which, by the way, is their choice, right? Some people want to live that way. So be it. But it doesn't mean I do. Right over the tower. And then, oh my God, look at this. The Ace of Pentacles right over the lovers now. So above the lovers, and now right over the lovers. Can you see the progression here? The tower. Not easy. It is disruption, but it is energy you can move through. Again, I feel like your intuition, sometimes like our intuition will give us the red flags, but we don't always pay attention to that. And that may be part of what you've been learning. And I have to tell you, sometimes when we fall in love with someone in of that type of energy, what we learn is what we don't want in love. Now, I almost don't want to talk about the past anymore because the Ace of Pentacles showing right over the lovers. It's like, I'm coming in. I'm coming in. But I feel like first, it must have been important to, I want to say clear the energy of the past, but maybe it doesn't have to be completely cleared because, again, the Six of Swords, I'm moving through it, but it is the promise of calmer waters. It reminds me of like traveling through the sea, and, the sea is rough, but as I get through these waves, I eventually find this beautiful beach, and that's what I make my home. The universe right under that. This could be two different blessings coming your way. First of all, I feel like it feels like somewhat of a reward because, again, I feel like it ties us back to this Eight of Cups, right? Having this emotional clarity, the Hermit, spiritual clarity. It can feel for a moment like the dark night of the soul. But in that dark night of the soul, I feel like I learned more about myself than ever before. I'm really learning that I deserve the highest form of love, but I'm also learning that I myself need to live in my vibration, not this lower vibration. I feel like if I stayed with this person, if I kept waiting for this person, that's exactly what would happen. Maybe they pop in and then boom, a tower shows again. And then maybe they pop in again and boom, another tower shows up. Two towers, right? Maybe the two times they've come into your life and then two times they caused disruption in your life. These lovers, this is not meant for disruption. This is meant, I feel like pure love. And I kind of love the Ace of Pentacles over it because I feel like we're growing together. We're nurturing this love together, right? We probably have similar morals with the Hierophant here. You could even have similar experiences. All right, let's keep going. All the difficulty is in the first line, but it's the Seven of Swords is mirroring that first line. So once again, you are mirroring someone's energy. What I mean by that is I have a feeling that this will come together. And I have a feeling through conversation, you're both going to talk about like the things that you've been through, the people that you love, that you gave your love to, who did you wrong. They just did you wrong. I also feel like because it's coming over the Seven of Cups, it's saying trust your intuition. Your intuition's going to sing, trust it. Coming right under the Hierophant, again, the light. Two aces back to back. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands now. Okay, let's talk about this for a second because I feel like it's important. First of all, it's coming over the energy of moving on. This can be very fast moving energy. I'm a big believer that this is about your intention and what you're sending out to the universe. And remember, whatever intention you send out is what is going to come back. And because I feel like you are cutting ties, whether it was your choice or not, again, I do feel like in the long run, you will look back and be thankful that you cut those ties. So now I want to think about what type of love I do want. And listen, I don't even have to be thinking about love. Maybe I'm not thinking about love, but maybe love comes in unexpectedly anyway. Another eight. Huh, beautiful. So, the Four of Swords, healing. Right over the Hermit. Leo, you're learning some spiritual lessons that are going to serve you in your future. You know, this is the healing of probably a broken heart. But there is one sword that we lie upon here. And that one sword, I feel like, is our own truth. Like, especially coming over the Hermit. I just need to learn, like, myself, my own actions. Why did I accept certain energy? Did I think I was unlovable? I can tell you right now, this person won't think that at all. This person. This person, I feel like probably just left you on the hook. No more, no more, no more, no more. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. So anytime I see a knight, first thing I think of is, okay, this knight's going to complete their mission. The knight, I feel like, is sent from the queen or the king. But listen, this knight could be sent from your spiritual team. This could be communications coming in. It's coming over the universe, the next chapter, and a very spiritual chapter, not just I shouldn't say just a chapter. I feel like once I enter into this energy, it is for the rest of my life. I feel like the Knight of Wands carries truth integrity. If he was in reversed, I would say run, but he's not. He's in the upright. He's coming over the universe. It's meant to happen. It's just meant to happen. So it could be some type of communication, but I feel like if it's through communication, again, it's the truth. I can believe them. And if I'm having a hard time believing, then just take it slow. People will always reveal themselves. But I almost feel like it's so much like energy that both of you, you're just going to know. I feel like this is sent from your guides, sent from God. This could be something that was predestined. And here it comes. All right, keep going. Six of Wands. You know what I love? It's mirroring the Seven of Wands. Standing my ground, victorious energy. You being victorious. This is the energy where other people really are looking up to you, but it's because of the actions that you have taken. I feel like I know a lot of you have like spiritual based businesses, and I feel like through those businesses, well, it doesn't even have to be a business. I could just be on Facebook making a post talking about my spirituality, talking about how I have grown, what I have learned, and in the long run, helping other people because other people are paying attention. They're paying attention to your actions. Victorious. Stand your ground. Allow this ace, which I feel like here, this ace is really about your intuition, trusting it. But I feel like, and then you're telling people, and they're like, thank you. I think I can do that too. I feel like when you see the Six of Wands with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like whatever you want to do in your life, you have you have spiritual blessings. You know what I mean? Like your spiritual team is blessing that. We have the Five of Wands over emotional withdrawal. So, what was drama filled anyway. What someone was not going to back down anyway. If I was looking for someone to admit they were wrong, not going to happen. If I was looking for someone to apologize for their actions and really mean it, uh-uh, they won't do it. They're in their ego. And their ego means more than anything. That's not what you want. Five, change. Over the Eight of Cups. That's what you're realizing. Like, even if this person, like, and again, I'm talking about the past, even if this person, like, makes a repeat appearance, their drama is still the same. Their energy is still the same. I don't care what they tell you. Now, I know that's not everyone, but in this situation, I would not trust this person. And I'm talking again about the person that potentially I was waiting on, potentially is a liar, potentially has thrown towers to me. And now I feel like now you're throwing the tower to them. I also feel like this is helping to give you clarity. If I'm waiting wondering, will they evolve? Will they change? I know this sounds a little harsh, but I feel like the answer is no. The answer is no. Why? Because they don't feel like they're doing anything wrong. And by the way, that type of person, they're just going to do it to the next person. And I'm sure they've done it to plenty of people before you. So the reason why I say that is because, and I know this is hard, but like, I feel like don't take it personally. You know, someone was immature, still is, maybe carries a little narcissistic type energy, or maybe a lot. Definitely lies. I definitely can't trust. Why am I waiting for them? I mean, I know you don't know yet about what wants to come in because it literally means the tower has to happen first, right? The ending to this first. And then look at the beauty that opens up. And don't get mad at yourself or judge yourself because you probably have learned so much from that energy too. You know, listen, I always say my first husband, but I've only had one husband, was such a liar, such a cheater, a serial cheater. And it did interesting. I just saw the 8, and I was just going to say it took me 8 years to like finally cut ties with that. I remember, and this was a long time ago. I mean, this is back in the 80s. Um, but I remember like wishing that he would change. But towards the end, I just didn't give a shit anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I just knew there wasn't going to be change. And I knew that the change had to come from me. All right. I'm not ready to end this yet. So I want to look, I kind of don't want to look at the past. I want to look, you know what? Let's just look at all these beautiful aces with the lovers and the universe. And let's talk more about that. Beautiful. The chariot. I just find that beautiful. First of all, Cancer's major arcana. Again, I do feel like some of you, listen, some of you may be on the cusp also. Let me just put that out there. You could be on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. My grandson is, why did I forget all of a sudden? Um, 23rd of July. So he's right on that cusp. But anyways, the chariot, I feel like the chariot comes in as a reward for the work that you've done, for the understanding that you now have, for the balance that you're finding. I feel like the chariot needs balance to really move. It's like if there's no balance, it's like trying to drive a car with 4 flat tires. I'm not going to get far. Now, when I find that balance, and the balance I'm looking for is like your spirituality and your humanness, the masculine and the feminine within you, the light and the dark. And that's exactly what this person is doing down here. They're examining from their light side, their shadow side, clarity. And then it becomes unlimited potential. Remember, I'm looking at the lovers with all the aces around it. Unlimited potential. Not all love was meant to last a lifetime. Some love is just teaching us lessons. We came down into this lifetime to learn. And I do feel like sometimes the most difficult lessons bring the most amazing rewards. How far can this love go? the rest of your lives and beyond. This feels like the person you were meant to be with at this time. Like predestined. Your spirit guides know that. Your soul knows that. It's just that your human mind doesn't know that yet. But that's okay. Like the universe is like, I'm proud of you. Really divine is saying, I'm proud of you. We're never judging you. We're only watching, helping to guide you. Two aces of wands, definitely your intuition has been singing. Some of it was about a red flag, but now I feel like it's talking about probably the love of your life. Oh, I'm like, where was I even going with that? All right, let's follow that just a little bit more. That's weird how my card, I'm just going to leave him like that. Oh, look at this, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I want to tell you what the Ten of Pentacles means to me. First of all, it is the house of abundance. So, I feel like money-wise, you'll be fine. This could be blending, like, you work, this new love works, and you're blending your families together. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is a house of loyalty. Well, I didn't have that up here, but you do now. Not with that person. This is a beautiful energy as it relates to love. It's a beautiful energy, period. And then look at this. The Knight of Cups, an unexpected cup of fulfillment. And when I said in the Six of Swords, some of you, like, it's not even love that I'm searching for. As I move along this journey, I'm not thinking about love. Doesn't mean it stops love. It's not stopping that. It's coming in. And it is unexpected. But with two aces of wands, I'll be damned if you can't feel this. You may not even be able to put a name to it, just like I feel like something good is going to happen. I just feel it. Following the Chariot, following the Ten of Pentacles. Now, I feel like these two cards are sticking out, so I'm going to take them. Two of Wands. To me, that's you saying yes. It brings me back to the Queen of Wands, where she moves according to her desires, her passions. She doesn't allow fear to stop her. Now, this is probably something I had to learn, right? But I feel like that's exactly what you did learn. Getting ready to walk down a new path with a new love that just feels like of the highest vibration, but it's meeting your vibration. Two of Pentacles. Okay, well, some of you may question it. Should I or shouldn't I? Two Pentacles to me just means the ball's in your court. You don't have to accept it. And maybe you don't accept it right away. I don't feel like this is the type of love that would just go away. Like if you said, I don't know, I'm not sure yet. I feel like they would completely understand because I feel like they themselves have been through a similar energy. So it's okay to take a moment and think about it. I feel like this is really using your logical mind. The Two Pentacles is called the Juggler's card. But to me, at my table or our table, I feel like it's really about using your logical mind. But I definitely feel like you want to. it's almost like, yes, I want to move into it, but then I get a little hesitant about it. Well, that probably moves back into the moon's energy. All right, let's put these together. And I'm going to do one more round because I don't like leaving it on like a question type energy. So anything else that wants to come out, please come out now. The moon again, Pisces, ruler of Cancer, under Cancer's major arcana, dreamy. That's what I feel like this love's going to feel like. Whether I say yes or no, it's just going to feel dreamy. So I feel like it's going to be a little hard to say no, though you have every right to say no. But I don't feel like you're saying no. I feel like you're just taking in a moment to, because I know you don't want to repeat this energy. I know you don't want someone who comes in and lies. That is not what this is about. That's what was. For some of you, it may still be, right? So maybe you do need to make that decision. Am I going to continue to wait for someone? Or am I going to start moving on my journey? I feel like I already had the answer to that, but interesting how many major arcanas we have on the table. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. So there's your change. Again, some of you may not have asked for, but it is a five. Sometimes this does feel like the energy being thrown onto the cold. Someone did a number on you, but that's temporary. Hello, Will. This is your destiny. I felt it right from the get go up here that this may be predestined. And if it's predestined, then you're going to, you may not know that when you first meet, but as you start to get to know each other, you already know each other. You already know. Well, look, I just want to show you what follows it, and it's the soulmates. And look at their eye to eye. Like I can see your soul through your eyes. I can see yours. You sit on each other's wheel. Maybe some of these lessons needed to be learned so I myself can be in the highest vibration. And I'm not talking perfect. Don't even try to shoot for it, right? Because we're born imperfect. That's part of our life's lessons. That's part of our purpose. A lot of people say, what is my purpose? Your purpose is to live, but live according to your morals. And sometimes it takes time to figure that all out. This is a soulmate. This is in your destiny. It is meant to be. But that doesn't mean it has to be. It is showing us that it comes after the fact, after the difficulty, after the change. And those changes are the towers. Some of you, literally, you are now standing your ground. You're reclaiming your power. You know what you no longer want. And I feel like as you learn those type of lessons, anyone who would come towards you in a lower vibrational energy, you'll know it right away. You just want to trust that. Destiny. Two cups. my soulmate. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been learning lessons. I myself have been evolving. I feel like this is for the rest of your life, Leo. I swear to God, I did not try to make this a love reading. But my God, does love want to come out for you? And I love the aces because, especially the ace of wands. Well, I love all the aces. Ace of pentacles means it's coming into your physical world. But the ace of wands means you'll be inspired on what action steps to take. In other words, if I just pay attention to my intuition, I'll be in the right place at the right time. Sam and I got together and we were in completely different states. And it started with a phone call and took off from there. And yeah, this is exactly what I had to overcome. And I was literally just overcoming it. I was 2 weeks into a breakup when my phone rang unexpectedly. And so it began. And so it continues. 222. Twos. It's about love. It's about partnership. But listen, I feel like if I have to look back at this point, I'm just looking back to see how much I have grown. And I feel like if any, again, if like, let's say this person makes a repeat appearance because that happens in life, right? It's like, okay, I thought you were waiting for me. Well, I have been waiting, but I'm done waiting. So then they may be like, oh, but no, I want you. No, because you have evolved so much. Now you know. Now you know. You deserve this highest form of love. You do want to think about your own vibration, your own intentions. You know, it is our intentions today that really are predicting our future. We don't need to be psychic. We just need to think about, where is my intention? Is it back here? Or is it in this new chapter? This new chapter looks absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to say there won't be any issues, but listen, these two will work it out together. Even if I'm a little hesitant, that's okay. I don't feel like this person would run away. I know this person wouldn't make you wait. Now, maybe you'd make them wait. But when I say wait, I mean as in, I'm going to put my toes in the water. I'm going to see what the water's like. And then I'll decide. But here's the thing. I feel like the energy itself, I mean, it's just full of passion and potential. And again, that Ten of Pentacles, all of a sudden, like my eyes are drawn to that Ten of Pentacles. And I definitely feel like for many of you, it's really representing not just the House of Abundance. And that is where I am with someone else. I'm not alone in the Ten of Pentacles. And some of us could be, blended families. Like Sam he's got 2 kids, you know. I have 2 kids. Though many of you know, my son Steve has crossed over, but still, blended families doesn't even matter. It's talking about loyalty. It's talking about, that's a house that takes root. I don't know how this could ever have root, what was feels like there are no roots, and listen, it could have been like free will. It could have been karmic. Because again, the chariot to me is like a reward. The universe doesn't show until you're ready. It's like the next chapter. Are you ready to enter? Healing, healing that broken heart. And I don't need to be completely healed because, I feel like we always have these broken little pieces. But I feel like when this love comes together, will probably help heal the rest of those broken pieces. It's like I believe in love again. Different. So much different than what was. If someone is keeping you waiting and waiting and waiting, it is your choice. But I feel like this is showing you, especially if you know you cannot believe them, why accept that? You're worth so much more. But listen, some of you could have been filled with like words, not of encouragement, like degrading, making you feel like you're not lovable. Well, wait until this comes in because this is someone who will show you love and you will love them. It is your choice, but it sits on your wheel. It's part of your destiny. And the wheel is right under that unexpected cup of fulfillment. Love. All right. Let's take Mother Mary with the Page of Cups on the bottom of this deck. The Page of Cups, I feel like like, when love doesn't go right, like, we take it in our inner child. It's like our inner child becomes injured. And I feel like in the Page of Cups, this is really the energy of where I'm learning to love myself again. I'm getting rid of all those words that really meant nothing but really affected you, right? Like I have to look at the source. Those who tell me that I'm unworthy, well, look at the source because your true love would never say that to you. And I feel like that is also part of the Four of Swords. It's like you're healing the inner child. And then I feel like when that happens, then you can become very playful. To me, the Page of Cups is a very playful type of energy. Laughter, love, makes me feel like a kid again. It's bringing up another comment where someone met someone and said, "I feel like a teenager again," and she's around my age, and I'm in my 60s. She feels like a teenager again. That is what I'm talking about. All right, let's take Mother Mary over the reading. Mother Mary, give us your words of wisdom for my beautiful Leos and those who are intuitively guided. Everyone, anyone who's on this journey. Self-respect. That makes sense. And I mean that in the most loving of ways. Self-respect. You know, there may have been a period of time where you weren't respecting yourself. because you were living someone else's life. And now you're moving into your life, your destiny. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. Self respect. Makes complete sense. When I respect myself and people come towards me who don't respect me, I just eclipse them out of my life. It's funny because Sam and I had a conversation yesterday, and actually it was a little bit of a fight. And the Irish in me can get loud. And he said, I got the window open, neighbors are going to be able to hear you. And I said, you know what? I'm at the point in my life where I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what other people think about me in that way. You know what I mean? Like I'm being true to me. I forget why I even brought that up, but anyway, sobriety, sobriety. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. I know some of you are going through this, and I'm very proud of you. I am. I'm very proud of you. I want to take one more, though, or whatever wants to come out. Whoa. Okay, we got a few. Let's start with what's on the table. Tenderness. I am both gentle and powerful. That's the Empress's energy. Gentle, loving, right? I'm not going to allow, I probably did for a while. But once I've learned from that past energy, I'm not going to allow someone from the past to predict what my life is going to look like. No, I'm going to keep my heart open. And your heart is being healed. Tenderness. I am both gentle and powerful. Honesty. I feel like it's a must, not just of yourself, from yourself, but also anyone you're dealing with. Like, I feel like I am not going to deal with liars anymore. Done. Done. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. And then, last but not least, trust. Trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Wow. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Well, yes, God is answering your prayers. And by the way, I don't have to be praying for love. I may just be praying for a better life, and it's part of it. I feel like this love is going to happen. Even if you resisted in the beginning, I feel like this person will stay the course, won't run away. Why? Because they understand. That's why. They understand. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank those who stay to the end, which is not a lot. And I know that, and I'm okay with that. But I feel like it's towards the end of the reading where really I feel like that's where we find real clarity, real comfort. So I appreciate those who have that patience. Not everybody does. Um, And I thank you for that. I really do. I thank you in every way, every single way you support this channel, every way that you support each other also. That's what I love about the comment section. Like, I just love reading your comments. And I love when you share because I feel like you like, here I am doing this reading, right? And some may be like, I don't know. I don't know. But then you leave a comment. You're like, listen, I know what she's talking about. I've been there. Some of you have already found this energy, and this is just confirmation for you. Some of you may still be in this waiting game, and that's really what it is. It's a game that someone's playing, but yet someone writes a comment about the same thing and how, when it ended, all this beauty started to enter into your life. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your comments. Thank you for supporting each other. And thank you for supporting my channel in the many different ways you do. I love you so much. I really do. I mean that from my heart, soul to soul. I feel like we are a soul family. Even the new ones that are coming in, new people coming in, but yet you'll feel this reading. I feel like you're just part of our soul family. Welcome aboard. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you so much. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye.